A lot of the governors should be opening up states that they're not opening, and we'll see what happens with them.
President Trump in North Carolina yesterday encouraging states to open up more, to open up faster. Why are all these governors, in Trump's estimation, not moving faster to get their economies rolling? Well, it turns out even as he was making those comments yesterday, the president's very own coronavirus task force was telling the states the exact opposite. Today, the New York Times got hold of a 400-page federal report dated Sunday. The report finds that 21 states, including North Carolina, where the president was speaking, are considered in the red zone, meaning they've got more than 100 new cases per 100,000 people in the last week. The trend lines are not good. 3 states were added to the list of red zone states over the last 2 weeks. Only the state of Vermont is currently considered in the green zone, with fewer than 10 cases per 100,000 people. The remaining states in Washington, D.C. are in the yellow zone. Now, the Times reports that the White House Coronavirus Task Force sent this report to state officials. And what does the report recommend for those red zone states? Well, for North Carolina, where the president yesterday was making his call for more reopening, the White House report sent to state officials there recommends that bars remain closed, that restaurants stay under 25% capacity for indoor dining, and that North Carolinians limit social gatherings to fewer than 10 people. Must be confusing for North Carolina to get a report like that and then have the president come in the next day and complain that things are not opening fast enough. Let's take a look at Tennessee, also in the red zone. The report sent over from the White House Coronavirus Task Force says that closing bars and limiting indoor dining is, quote, critical to disrupt the transmission of the virus. Also, a statewide mask mandate is critical to stop the spread. Federal officials are apparently so worried about Tennessee's trajectory right now that top White House coronavirus advisor Dr.Debra Brix went to Tennessee yesterday in person to tell the state's governor directly about these critical recommendations. They had their meetings, and then Dr. Brix came out and told the press about the recommendations she had just urged on the Republican Governor Bill Lee. And then the governor came to the podium, and the reporters asked him whether he would be enacting those recommendations.
Yeah, we don't have that plan right now. Beyond the regions that are currently have restrictions, that's not a plan for us now. We will, I've said from the very beginning of this pandemic that there's nothing off the table. I've also said we're not going to close the economy back down, and we're not going to. But I appreciate their recommendations, and we take them seriously.